Today we are learning about an organization that support mothers who have gone through a loss, whether that be stillbirth or miscarriage, and that is the group MoxieMoms. Joining us this morning are Megan and Alyssa. Thank you for both being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, so first of all, just tell us a little bit about what MoxieMoms is all about.
Yeah, sure. So MoxieMoms is a group that I started in. It's founded based on my experience. I've had multiple pregnancy losses, including a late-term loss of my daughter, Delaney. And throughout that journey, I realized that there wasn't much help and support for families like mine and Alyssa's. And so I just started to search our community and look for people and resources that, you know, might be able to help me or my husband or my living daughter through this situation. And there really wasn't anything. So I started something myself, and I reached out to other women in the community and asked about their experience and if they were interested in really coming together and creating a community for families like us. And yeah, now we have 9 people on our board, and we are a bunch of women, birthing people, community members that are willing to support and help families through this journey.
All right, and so what are some of the ways that you do offer that support? Is it events? How does that work?
Yeah, so we do host events. We host annual events. We also have monthly meetups that we do. We have special occasion events that we have. Our biggest event this year was the Mom Prom back in February, and that was a wonderful turnout. It was a fundraiser for our organization to keep going. But yeah, we have all events posted on our social media pages and our websites.
And so what are some of the upcoming events that you guys have that people can, you know, maybe join on in?
So some of our upcoming events that we have, our first one is on International Bereaved Mother's Day, which is the Sunday prior to Mother's Day. This will be our first, hopefully, annual event. It is a Bereaved Mother's Day brunch and build your own bouquet. So it'll be just like any other Mother's Day event. We're just hoping that we can have it for this special group of moms, come together, just kind of share in our loss, share in our journey, and hopefully just kind of set aside that time for moms who have lost a child of any kind. This is not specific to perinatal loss. It's open to all moms who have lost a child. So we're going to come, we're going to get together, build a own bouquet that we can kind of just take home and have as a little keepsake. So that's our first event coming up on May 4th, both here in Marquette, and we have one in Gladstone. So it's kind of exciting to kind of bring our events towards Gladstone, which is where I'm from, and the rest of the group is from Marquette. Then we also have our upcoming annual walk, our Little Angels Walk. That'll be on May 10th, and that is also going to be here in Marquette and in Gladstone. So those can both be found on our website. And then very exciting, we have a training upcoming for birth workers called Resilient. That was founded by one of our members, Edith. She worked really hard. She's a birth worker to develop a training that specialized to other birth workers to teach them about perinatal loss, and also memory keepsakes for families to take home, as well as something that's really, really touching to her heart, secondary post-traumatic birth trauma. It's really untalked about how traumatic these events can be for not only the families who lose a baby, but also the birth workers who care for them and invest their emotional and time and support into these families. Right. So we're very excited. We have a lot of upcoming events, and we've been working really hard, so it's really exciting to see our events come to life.
Definitely. And so if people are interested in these events, is there a way that they need to sign up, or can they just come? How does that work?
Yeah, so all of our events can be signed up on our Facebook page as well as our website, which is new and upcoming. We're very excited about that. Our Resilient training at this time is full, which is both heartbreaking and beautiful. We're very excited. We do have a wait list, and we are hoping that it's the first of many. So we've already had some other areas reach out to us and see if we're willing to host a Resilient training in their area. We're starting off in the UP, but hopeful to branch out into Wisconsin and maybe downstate. So yeah.
Great, yeah, and I was kind of creeping on your Facebook page a little before this. I liked on your cover photo, there was a saying about coexisting with joy and grief, and that it is possible. And it's amazing to see a group like you ladies coming together and providing this outreach for people. Like you said, it's, you know, it was hard to find resources like that, so it's a very cool thing to see.
Yeah, and we're changing the narrative on loss. You know, 1 in 4 women or birthing people go through some sort of loss. So if you're not directly affected by loss yourself, you know and you love somebody that has been. So we're just creating this community and this space for people to know that it's okay to hold both of those feelings, and that they're not alone, because it can be very isolating to go through an experience like this and not have the resource and support. So that's what we're here for. And we encourage people to come to our events. If you've not come to an event, please show up, come as you are. We're all women and birthing people that have had experience, so I know the first event is probably hard to attend, but we will welcome anyone with open arms, and we just encourage people to come out.
Definitely. Is there anything else you'd like to add that you think people should know about?
I don't think so. Maybe just kind of like touching off what Megan said, like the first event is always the hardest. I was really grateful that Megan reached out to me and kind of brought me into the group, and it's a club that no one really wants to be a part of, but once you're there, there's no connection or bond that's stronger, truly. You connect on a level. Losing a child, that's just so amazing to kind of branch out on and to conversate and connect about. It truly is beautiful, and we will welcome anybody, open arms, and just hold space for you and for your baby.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and educate us on what you guys do. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
so much.
Yes, and we'll have all those details for you on our website, myupnow.com. Stay with us, and we'll be right back after the break.